Taskbar is usually at the bottom of your screen, and it's loaded with application icons that are pinned there and make easy place for you to find and launch applications. As we moved into Windows 11, a lot of people really did not like the fact that Microsoft put the start icon and the various applications that you like to pin on your taskbar in the center of the screen. So let's take a look at how we can gain control over our taskbar and maybe learn about some features you didn't know exist. Let's start with Windows 11. We'll also look at Windows 10. So to customize our taskbar in Windows 11, we'll come down here to a blank area, right mouse click, and we get our taskbar settings. Now a lot of you are really looking in this video to find out how to move the center location of my start and icons over to the left. So let's go there first. I'm going to scroll down on our options here, and we'll go to Taskbar Behavior, hit the down arrow, and come down here. It says Taskbar Alignment, and we're simply going to choose left. And you're going to be happy. That's what you want, and you're done with the video. But if you want to learn more about some cool things you can do with your taskbar, stay with me. Now, if you would like to control what kinds of icons show up on your taskbar, you can come up to Taskbar Items and hit the down arrow, and you can turn on the search if you want the search removed from your taskbar. You could, if you don't use Task View, which is giving you virtual desktops. If you don't use that feature, you can just say, look, take that icon out of there. I don't need it there. You can have widgets turned on or off. And widgets are basically going to be things like weather and news, and they will just, as you hover over the widget icon, things will pop up and give you information. Microsoft is planning on allowing developers to offer you more things there. Some people hate that feature, some people love it. So whichever side of the equation you fit on, you can either turn off or turn on these things. So let's say you don't want Task View, you don't want widgets, and you can just simply remove them from your taskbar. Now, if you use Microsoft Teams and you use chat, again, you can have it show up on your taskbar or not. Let's take a look at another section of your taskbar, and it's called Taskbar Corner Overflow. If we drop this down, there's a list of applications that are typically found in what is known as System Tray. Come down here with my mouse, and you'll see this symbol, this up symbol, and I open this up, and you can see almost all of those items on this list are in what is known as my system tray. They're showing, but they're kind of hidden and out of the way. And unless I deliberately go to that little up arrow and click on them, I don't see them. They're kind of out of view. But if I prefer to have those icons show up on what is known as the corner overflow of my taskbar, I can turn them on, and see, they start to show up. Now they're permanently displayed, they're always in view, and the things that were previously hidden in my system tray and I had to go look for them now are openly on my taskbar, kind of out of the way, but I can see them at all times. So you can go in there and tweak that. We also have the taskbar corner icons. If I drop this down, this gives me things like pen menu, on-screen touch keyboard. Also gives me a virtual trackpad. To use a pen menu or a virtual trackpad, you have to have the proper hardware. So in this case, I don't, and even if I turn them on, they're not going to show up. But if I want, say, the touch keyboard on my display, I can turn that on or off. And notice down here, I get a little keyboard. If I click on that keyboard, I get a on-screen display of a keyboard, and I can type. If I come up here to this small icon, I can make it super small for ladies that have teeny tiny fingers. If I would touch that keyboard, I would probably press 4 keys at one time. So that wouldn't work for me, but there are people that have very small fingers and they would prefer a smaller keyboard. You also can come over to the icon over here and you can choose the different layouts, the default, a smaller one, again, a split display. You can split your keyboard into 2 sections. So there's various options that you can do with your keyboard. The last feature for customizing your taskbar is called Taskbar Behaviors, and we looked at that briefly to move our Windows Start over to the left. But if you would like to automatically hide your taskbar, I like this feature. You just drop your mouse down and your taskbar pops up. That's a nice feature if you want more real estate on your desktop, especially if you have like a 13-inch laptop and you would like all the desk space as you possibly could. You can just hide your taskbar. One other feature, if you have multiple displays, it's here where I can say I want a taskbar on both of my monitors. So if you have dual monitors, this was where you would go and say, I want a taskbar on both monitors. Otherwise, you might have a taskbar only on one. The other one does not have the taskbar. Now, there's lots of things in the taskbar customization that we can do in Windows 10. So again, bring your mouse down to a blank area on your taskbar, right mouse click, and go to taskbar settings. We can lock our taskbar down on the bottom or grab our taskbar and put it at the top of the screen. I have found people that have it on the left, on the right, on the top, whatever you enjoy. You can also hide the taskbar. Again, you just bring your mouse down and it pops back up. You can use small taskbar buttons. It just makes your taskbar display, it makes it a little bit larger. So here the icons are larger if you need that feature. I like the small ones, but that's your choice. If I scroll down further, I can say taskbar is located at the bottom of the screen, at the right, the left, the top. So you can use this option to move the taskbar anywhere you want. Now that option is not available in Windows 11. It may show up later if enough people give Microsoft feedback, but right now that is not available in Windows 11. In Windows 10 down here, it says, how do I select which icons appear in the taskbar? If you click on that, you can choose what icons show up in your taskbar. You may want them there, you may not want them, but again, you can slide the on and off button, or you can say, I want them all off. I don't want anything showing up on my taskbar. Some people don't like that busy look, so you can customize this however you'd like. Scrolling down further, again, if you have multiple displays, here's where you would say, I want my taskbar on both displays in Windows 10. Now, in later versions of Windows 10, Microsoft began to introduce this little weather information down here in your taskbar, and it was called News and Interest. And if you took your mouse and you hovered over it, information would pop up and it would have the local news and information, weather, etc. Some people love this, some people hated this. Let me show you how to turn it off or to customize it. First, to those that want to turn it off, you come down to where this information is, right mouse click, and come up to News and Interest, and you can simply uncheck or check Turn Off, and basically you're done. It's over. If you would like to customize it, you can come back and you can simply come down and right mouse click, and up here in News and Interest, you can control all kinds of information, reduce taskbar updates so you're not using your PC's CPU time and memory to keep all that nice news and information updated. You can choose not to open it up on hover. You get a little bit more control. If you right mouse click on the pop-up, you can come up here and you can control what country, language, your location, so it gives you more local news, manage your interests, things of that nature. So you can control the content that pops up here. Hopefully you're now in control of your Windows 11, Windows 10 taskbar. Take a minute and give us some feedback and comments. We would love to hear from you.